There's a quiet violence to golf. It's not the chaos of a 90-yard touchdown or the crowd-roaring flash of a buzzer beater. No, this is a slower storm, a psychological game. And PGA Tour 2K25 drops you right into the eye of it. I didn't expect much when I first loaded it up. Another sports sim, another year, another swing. But then came the first tee-off, a simple par 4, wind brushing over the fairway like a whisper. And as I lined up the shot, heartbeat sinking with the swing meter, I realized I was holding my breath. This wasn't just a game, it was a ritual. That perfect drive, that gut punch misread on the green, that silent personal war between precision and pressure. It builds quietly until your biggest enemy isn't the slope or the wind, it's your own nerves. You're not just playing against others, you're playing against yourself. And in that lonely duel, PGA Tour 2K25 becomes something more, a meditation, a meltdown, a masterpiece, or a missed putt. And just like that, you're hooked. You don't start as a legend, you start as a silhouette, faceless, nameless, with a swing that barely holds together. But PGA Tour 2K25 gives you the tools to sculpt that blank slate into something personal, something dangerous. The Create a Golfer system doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it gives you just enough to feel in control. From jawlines and body types to swing animations and attitude presets, you're carving out a version of yourself, or maybe the player you wish you were. A technician with surgeon's hands, a power hitter who crushes 300-yard drives, it's your call. Where it gets interesting, though, is the archetypes. Each one changes the game in subtle but meaningful ways. You've got the magician, nimble, unpredictable. The technician, all about accuracy and control. And of course, the powerhouse, the one I chose. Because let's face it, nothing feels better than unleashing a missile down the fairway. Even if your putting falls apart right after, there's something oddly satisfying about building this digital golfer. You're not just adjusting sliders. You're defining a play style, a rhythm, a destiny. And the moment you hit that first drive with your new creation, it feels like watching your alter ego come to life. This is where the dream either ignites or quietly fades. PGA Tour 2K25's career mode doesn't throw you into superstardom. It hands you a bag of clubs and a handful of options. Do you start from Q school, grinding your way through the unknowns? Or do you skip ahead to the bright lights of the PGA Tour, ready or not, to chase the FedEx Cup? It's entirely up to you, but every path feels like it matters. The game offers deep customization over how you experience your rise. Tweak round lengths, dial in opponent difficulty, even pick how many holes you want to play per match. This isn't just accessibility, it's agency. It's shaping the pace of your own career arc. You'll get texts, rival messages, even media sound bites that shape your public personality, bold, reserved, or somewhere in between. But here's the catch. These role-play elements, they don't really change much. Sponsors won't care if you're a gentleman or a firebrand. They care if you sink birdies. It's a missed opportunity, a whisper of something deeper that never quite hits. Still, the tension builds. Every tournament, every swing, every ranking point, it's one step closer to history, or heartbreak, and somewhere in that slow climb, you stop playing a career mode and start living a career. Golf isn't about chaos, it's about control. And in PGA Tour 2K25, every swing is a test of your nerve. I went with the 3-click swing system. It's old school but brutally precise. One press to start, one to set power, and one to lock in accuracy. Miss by a split second, you'll overshoot the green or slice into the rough like a rookie on day one. It's tense, it's merciless, it's awesome, but that's only half the story. The Evo Swing feedback system is your coach and executioner. After every shot, it lays you bare. Tempo, transition, contact, color-coded honesty. It's not just feedback, it's accountability. You start noticing your patterns, your flaws, your muscle memory betraying you when the pressure spikes. Then comes the putting. Oh man, the putting. You think it's just math and angles, but no, it's psychological warfare. One subtle slope, one gust of wind, one twitch in timing, it's enough to make you question your life decisions. But when it clicks, that soft tap, that perfect read, that slow roll into the cup, it feels like alchemy. And here's the secret. It never gets easy. That's why it's so good. Each hole is a dance with discipline, and one misstep means disaster. You step onto the fairway, and it's quiet, not empty, alive. The grass shifts with the breeze, trees lean in like spectators, and the water glistens just enough to make you nervous about slicing into it. PGA Tour 2K25 doesn't shout its beauty. It whispers it. The course design is immaculate. From pine-wrapped mountain ranges to coastal cliffs that feel like postcard photos, each hole has its own soul. Some welcome you with open fairways. Others lurk with traps and deceitful slopes. The pre-hole flyovers are cinematic and soothing until you realize you're about to play it. And then, there's you. At first, I thought the character models looked a bit stiff, a little last gen. But that changed the moment my golfer grimaced, not in a cartoony way, but in a way that felt real. Miss a putt by an inch? He drops his head, jaw clenched like he just lost a paycheck. Hit a perfect drive? He knows it. The swagger's subtle, earned. There's emotion in the animations. Not overdone, not robotic, just human, and apart. From the occasional pop-in of foliage during transitions, the presentation holds steady at a buttery smooth frame rate. No choppiness, no distractions, just you, the course, and whatever storm you brought with you. Progression in PGA Tour 2K25 starts with a spark and ends in a grind. At first it feels promising. Every match earns you XP. Every training event gives you boosts. Skill trees span 4 zones: tee, recovery, bunker, and green, with unlockable shot types and fitting bonuses that subtly reshape your playstyle. It's an RPG-light twist that adds welcome depth. You can also level up clubs and golf balls, adding personality to your gear setup. But then comes the catch. VC attribute points can't be applied freely. You need virtual currency, and a lot of it. At launch, rewards felt stingy, and community feedback suggests the first patch may have made it worse. You'll finish a tough event, feeling on top of the world, only to earn enough VC to maybe unlock one stat boost. Maybe. That's not frustrating. It's deflating. Want to respect your skills? That cost VC too. Want better fittings? VC? Want to unlock slots to even use those fittings? Yep, VC. And while you don't need to spend real money, the system nudges you with a raised eyebrow and an empty wallet. The gameplay is pure. But the progression? It's built like a paywall with a smile, and that sting lingers long after the ball stops rolling. PGA Tour 2K25 is one of the best-feeling golf games in years, and yet it's hard not to feel like greatness slipped just out of reach. When you're on the course, locked in, chasing that birdie under pressure, the game is borderline transcendent. Swing feedback is tight. Putting is punishing, but fair. The physics feel tuned with care, and the way courses breathe and shift around your shots is quietly magical. HB Studios has truly nailed the feel of the sport. That blend of serenity and sweat, tension and triumph. But then, off the green, the cracks begin to show. The personality system in career mode, flat. The progression, frustratingly slow, with a VC economy that leans too hard into monetization. The deeper you get, the more you feel like your grind is being artificially stretched. Not to challenge you, but to tempt your wallet. It's a shame. Because the core experience is so good, it deserves better scaffolding around it. Still, if you can stomach the grind and tune out the noise, there's something special here. A game that doesn't need flash to hook you. Just a perfect swing, a brutal putt, and the quiet roar of a game that almost got everything right.